guys doing? My name's Tanya and welcome to my home. I have been doing a lot of thinking about this, my channel. It's this Living Simple with Tanya. And I looked up what Living Simple actually meant. And I thought they talked about minimalism and all this stuff of what Living Simple today means. And then I looked up what did Living Simple mean in the 1970s. In the 1970s, I was a teenager. Excuse me, I gotta fix this. In the 1970s, I was a teenager. Not just a teenager. In 1970 is when my sister was born, and I was 8 years old, all the way up to 17, I think, something like that. I don't remember, but that's about the range. And that was a different time of my life. I enjoyed a lot of my childhood. Of course, you don't enjoy all your childhood. Not everybody does, but it wasn't bad. I remember, my mom had bought my sister and I some bikes, and I had this purple bike with a tall sissy bar on it and a banana seat. I remember that. And I remember riding it and stuff like that. And being outside a lot. My mom would always, like, if we were sick, go outside and play, It's funny. It's funny how much kids are sick today, but I remember my mom kicking me outside, or us girls outside, if we said we're sick. Get outside and play. And we had a badminton, and I remember playing with my sister. I enjoyed that kind of stuff. And I remember, and we used to walk down to the beach, my sister, I, and a friend of ours, and I remember that kind of stuff. It was fun. I'm very much introvert, so I had a few, I had my friends, and there were a small amount, which was fine with me. My sister's an extrovert, both of them, and they always had the people around, and I wasn't always comfortable with that. But you know what? When you're younger, people think there's something wrong with introverts, and there's not. We just have a different personality. And we just weren't accepted at the time. I gotta have a drink of coffee. I am so happy I can drink coffee again. I bought this. I just thought it was so pretty. I bought it at the thrift store for, I think it was $2.99, I think. But it's the perfect size. It's not too big. It's like it holds an 8-ounce can of pop. So this is perfect for my coffee. Not too much coffee. I seen it still has the purple tag on. Part of it anyways. So I sat there and it talked about biking and community and sitting around the table and eating and conversing and this kind of things. When I looked up the 1970s simplicity, it was more outdoorsy. And I thought, that's what I want. That's what I want my channel to be about. And that's where I think I will bring my channel, because I'm really excited about this. I have to watch my time. I'm really excited about this because my husband and I, he's gonna bring my my bike pretty soon, and he's gonna fix it up so my dog can sit on there for my little Daisy can sit on there with me, and we can go biking. So excited. And my husband has a plan for me. He's like, oh, you should ride 50 miles. And I'm thinking, there's no motor on my bike. I got a recumbent. There is no motor on it. Anyways, but there's a motor on his, and we'll see what I can do. If I can get strong enough to ride 50 miles, I'm going to take you with me, and I'm really excited about that. So there are things that I want to do, and I want a simple life. I am making things by hand. Now, my mom was a working woman when I was young, and when we were kids, we had this basement. My mom rented this house that they eventually bought, and she was a single mom for a long time. and then she married my stepfather when I was about 10 years old. But we had this basement with cement, and we used to have slumber parties with a whole bunch of girls over, and we would sometimes roller skate in the basement. And I loved doing that. I loved roller skating. In a few miles away, and I don't remember how many miles, they used to have this place called Max Inn, where young kids could go and they could roller skate, and it was fun. I loved that kind of stuff, and so that's the kind of life I want, more with activity. And these are the things I want to do, and I want to be able to. You see, I also enjoy making bread from scratch and making stuff like that, and because it challenges me to be frugal, and I enjoy that. So I'd like to bring you there and do some things. So today I got a lot of boxes done, and I'm going to be bringing them to a thrift store to donate. Very happy to do that. It feels good. You know, a lot of these things I love, but you can't keep everything you love. And it's like they were out of sight. It's like out of sight, out of mind. Why even have something that you can't even see? So I'm going to let you go, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.